Wow, I'm
Me too.
digesting that and Mary Cosby in Foreclosure. I'm also
Ooh,
digesting.
take it in.
I'm speechless.
Are you though? Because didn't you once say that she was, did you ever say she was stealing from the church? Or you kind of implied like the church kettle pot and all that was not that, didn't add up when she asked for the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci and the Prada when she was asking for the brand names. Didn't you say that the numbers at the church house didn't add up quite? I'm just saying.
Well, she's the one. I didn't make this up. She's the one 2 or 3 seasons ago who remember got up there at the church and said, you all didn't give me any birthday gifts. You better tithe. You better give me some gifts. Where's my money? She was
Hot
the
mic moment,
love
girl.
me. If you love me, you're going to put the money in the pot. So and look, uh, Mary's having a tough year. It's sad what she's going through with her son. And there's been a lot of rumors about that their church for a long time. And I will say this sort of makes me go, that's why she came back. Like she
Well.
needs the money. Yeah, she needs the money.
She needs the money. It is shocking. And by the way, going back to Vanderpump for 1 minute,
Sure.
I really don't think that everyone is going over to the Valley. I just think as a producer, yeah, Scheana filmed some scenes, Lala filmed some scenes. Look, I mean, this show, James came on because he was dating Kristen, and then Raquel came on because she was dating James, and now Allie came on because she was dating James. I mean, if Lala really wants a future over at the Valley, uh, start dating Jesse Lally. You know what I mean? I don't know if the divorce is final for Michelle yet, even though I think Jesse's dating someone. Like, I think as a producer, as an Alex Baskin, I wouldn't let all these people come over. Yeah, they're sprinkled in this next season, but like you don't need them. I mean, if we wanted Vanderpump, we would keep the show on. I think we're interested in getting under the hood of the car of Jesse and Michelle and Janet and Zach. There's so much there. I mean, the show. I mean, who would have predicted that Jax and Doty have such a I mean, Jax, man, look, he sat out for a few years, but future's brighter for Mr. Taylor. And I just don't
I know.
see
Isn't it crazy how it flips on a dime? I mean, it's the
Hollywood,
same with
baby.
Peter. It's the same.
Hmm.
Like Peter was completely on the outs, cut off
Hmm.
by these cast members. Like I think he a little bit stays in touch with like Schwartz and Jax and them kind of when he sees them. But I mean, completely cut, no mention. None of these pump rules people wanted anything to do with him. And then he might be getting the last laugh. I mean, it really is so Hollywood. I wonder how Lala is feeling. No, I know. I'm sure they're going to all be doing a lot on their podcasts, of course. But I
Hmm.
mean, this has to be a monster gut punch to some of them who were really, behind the scenes, very angry, reportedly, with Ariana for holding out for a lot more money, demands, all that stuff. And you've got to even think, do you think Ariana's career is already solidified? Do you think like this will hurt her? Or do you think no? Like people, she's just, it went so viral. It was so monstrous that now she's Broadway bound, host bound for television. What do you think?
I don't know. And like it could have somehow I just have a weird, sneaky suspicion. I don't know why this Sandoval is on my mind today. We'll get into Schwartz and Sandy's closing and Jax's hit and run. We got a lot of Vanderpump, but there's just a weird thing in my mind that it's Sandoval. There's just a weird thing. I like Sandoval. I just have a weird feeling that he held out and said, no, I'm worth more than that, which you never say. Now, look, I think it could have worked with everybody signed on except Ariana, and she could have come back for like special appearances. I mean, how hard is it to make 3 appearances over 3 weeks? I think that look, it's a lesson in Hollywood. And look, Alex Baskin was very what's the word? Lisa Vanderpump. They made statements that were very much like as nice as they could be. Like we thank you and without the OGs. Look, this
Sure.
is what they tried to do to Jersey Shore. and Snooki and Paulie and they all got together and said, "Fuck no, fuck no, you are not having a new cast." They were outraged. They were pissed off. They wanted, but the difference is MTV wanted two Jersey Shores. We now have Shore Family Vacation, which has been on for, I mean, decades, not decades, but like years at this point.
Really? I haven't watched it in like
Well,
I didn't even know it was still on. I wouldn't even know where
girl,
in MTV.
I had on Snooki, Dina. Come on, girl. Now they brought Angelina, the
Like, are they
Queen.
still filming every year? They're still filming?
Girl, now those people are rich. Fuck Margaret Josephs and Dolores Catania, is that her name? Those people are rich. No, it was off for a minute. I mean, a minute, literally like a few years. They brought it back, family vacation. There's no more partying. There's, Johnny and the kids and this and that. Paulie's
The
doing his DJ
Situation
thing. Course, he went to jail. He came back. He married Lauren. Girl, get in the game. So they brought back Family Vacation. It's been on for years and years and years. And they wanted to double dip. They wanted a new Jersey Shore with obviously 22-year-olds. This girl is 20. She's getting laid by everyone at the shore. This guy is like sticking it into everyone else. Hot people, fucking wild shit at the shore. And they wanted Family Vacation at the same time. And the original people, Snooki and all of them got together and they're like, no fucking way. We feel, and there was a thing there in the middle where it wasn't clear, and they're like, yeah, you're like fucking out with the old and in with the new. Granted, they still would have had their show. And I think they didn't want to risk Family Vacation, and they're just like, I think they all got together friend style and we're like, we're just gonna walk if you have a whole new cast. That's a different story because they wanted both of them. But it's an out with the old, in with the new. It's kind of just like what Bethany was saying about the New York girls. It has to bother them, don't you think? Lala, Scheana, I mean, in their
I
30s, 40s. It's gotta bother them, no?
I think 100%. No, that's what I say too. I say the same thing. I think they have to be freaking out. I mean, they have to be freaking out. Now, Lala has a very successful podcast.
Mm-hmm.
One of the top ones, right? I've got to imagine
Mm-hmm.
she's making
Well,
$500,000 a
she's with a company. She's with a company.
I know, and you and we do
I
podcast
mean,
consulting and courses, and that can be a bad,
so
being with a company can be good and bad. It
is she
looks
every
good.
day of the week? I mean, I don't know about your numbers over there, girl. I know what you make, more or less. I mean, you think, you have an idea of what I make here and with a company and not 7 days a week, you think?
She only goes 1 day a week, and she does a bonus.
Oh, well,
Does do a
no,
bonus
I don't
for
know
two a
about
week.
that. I don't know about that. Maybe, but I don't know about it, girl.
She could
It's
literally be making a fortune, and maybe it's time to.
Well, she might now. She might go every day of the week.
Yeah, she needs to because there's so much money to be made, but I don't know what she's making, but she should be making a fortune.
But what is